Hey, how you doing? Pastor Greg Hintz from the Place Church, and today we're going to stay in Luke chapter 12. And I want to look at a verse that's really important, probably for you today in this season of your life where you are. It's verse 22, and it says this. Jesus was speaking to his disciples, and he said, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing." You know, I love this command from Jesus, and he goes on, and I'd encourage you to read that whole section in Luke chapter 12, but I just want you to think about those words, do not be anxious. You know, I was watching a study the other day, and they were talking about the amount of anxiety inside of our country because of quarantine, because of COVID, because of all these different situations that are going on. Anxiety has lifted, has risen in the hearts and lives of so many. In fact, maybe you're watching this right now and you're more anxious today than you were 6 months ago. And when you get up in the morning, there's more worry in your heart. Maybe the first sites that you go on the internet, the first things that you read in your social media feed, they cause anxiety. They cause worry in your heart. I want you to think about the words of Jesus today. Do not be anxious, for God knows what you need. And he talks about the simple things. He talks about what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear. And if God knows those things, if God is going to provide in those areas of your life, how much more is God going to provide in these major areas, these major stressors, these major causes of anxiety? And like we talked about yesterday, our responsibility in the midst of this moment, in the midst of this worry, anxiety, and stress, is to trust him. Is to trust that God is at work. But I think also there's a secondary responsibility that we have inside of our lives. And that secondary responsibility is to guard our mind. To guard what we're allowing to come in, the thoughts, the ideas, the visions through the television, the words through our social media. If you're in a position where you find that stuff just stresses you out, I want to encourage you, you need to cut that out for a little while. You need just to put that on the shelf. You need to walk away. You need just to go in a different direction, and you need to refocus the attention of your life on something more positive, on something more inspirational, and maybe even something a little more spiritual. Maybe it's in this season of life, instead of spending those countless hours in front of CNN or Fox News, maybe it's time to open up the Word of God. Maybe it's time to read the Bible. Maybe even it's time to begin to pray. I want to encourage you today. Let's get back to our roots. Let's get back to what's most important. Let us not be anxious, but let us live a life of trusting Jesus for everything that we need today. I hope you do that. I hope you take that step, and I hope that you have a great day today.